Alright guys, James here for 5 Stradegy 22. Hopefully you guys can hear me good. I turned the volume way up. But I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. Get some feedback from you guys, hopefully here, on my tournament list, or my army list that I'm going to be using. Like I said before, I am doing a Dark Eldar army, and it's pretty much, I'm building this army just for tournaments. Like, this is going to be, I want to get back into doing more of the gaming aspect of it. Still working on my painting and stuff, but I want to really start doing the tournaments. And so the army, my Dark Eldar army, I'm getting it set up, and my goal is to have it finished for kind of the north, where I'll kind of be my debut, or my first tournament, or my first Rogue Trader tournament with this army. So I got the list figured out. It took me a long time to actually narrow it down and figure out exactly what I want to use. That'll be kind of well-rounded. And again, I know I've said this before, but the area I live in, there's not many people around that play actually anymore. There is a club that I go to every once in a while to play, but I don't get much game time in. So, but I did do some research and study, and asked a few other people and stuff for help on this list. So I think it's pretty good. But I'd like to get all your guys' opinions, or any ideas that you might have, or suggestions, or anything like that. Now remember that I don't have a long time left to get this done, and I'm actually a little bit behind schedule on painting and assembly now. So any drastic changes, I just won't be able to do them at this time. So also, if you think this is a good list, also, I'd like opinions too on how to play them, or any ideas you have on just kind of like heads up on what you think's going to be, what's going to be hard lists to play against with my list, and armies that you might think that cause trouble, and then armies also that maybe you think will be that this list will go good against. So it's an 1850 is the point list, and the way I built this was kind of, it's like a troop killer. It's a numbers killer. So a lot of people are telling me it should be good. Like orcs, Tyranids should be all right. And then also I wanted to base it somewhat on Space Marines, against Space Marines. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and read off what I'm using and how they're going together. So for my HQ, I'm taking Vect, as Rubiel Vect, with 4 Urgals and a Venom. The Venom I'm arming, I am adding the Splinter Cannon, Knight Shields, and then Chain Snares and Venom Blades, Grizzly Trophies. And that's pretty much how I'm arming all my Venoms in this army. So that's going to be my HQ choice. They're going to play kind of the up front role. They're going to be the close combat unit in the army, that are going to be hopefully working around, picking off to help with if it's objective based. I'm hoping that they can go ahead to the opponent's objectives, because a lot of times it ends up being one objective that on the opponent's quarters and one on your own. So they can kind of be the ones that keep lookout to help out with that. So, and then also to help out with them. Now I know this isn't a lot, but it's kind of like it's kind of like a last hope type scenario. I'm taking 3 Mandrakes, mainly because of the infiltrate, and then they're close combat again. So I'm only taking 3 of them. I did do the upgrade for 1 Night Fiend, and they're going to be kind of like the backup assistance for the headquarters. And hopefully they don't come in too late. They're only 55 points, so it's not a huge thing. If they don't end up helping out a lot, which a lot of times they won't, I know. But it's for that one chance where they're able to come in and contest an objective that I really want them there for, to be able to kind of sneak in last minute. So that's my elite's choice. Then for my troops, I'm only having two infantry, or 2 troop slots of 5 Cabalite warriors, 2 units of 5 with a Cerebite. They're also going to have a blaster in the unit. And then the Cerebite will have Agonizer, Blast Pistol, Ghost Plate, and then Phantasm Grenade Launcher. And then they're going to be mounted in a Venom, again with Knight Shields, with the same thing as the HQ Venom, with the Splinter Cannon. That way they can kind of sit back, and they'll be a good guard for my home objective, but also have the ability to take out a lot of troops with the 2 splinter cannons. Like again, so it's kind of a troop killing army list. So, but with the 2 splinter cannons, you know, mounted on the venom, and then plus the firepower from the warriors and stuff, they should do all right. And then I put the blaster there. Is kind of, you know, I don't have a lot of vehicle things. Vehicles I think are going to be a problem for me. Heavy armor. But I put the blasters in there to help out with that. Dreadnoughts that are wandering too close. Terminators with their high armor value could also be a problem. But I think I have enough shots that, you know, I'd slowly whittle them down just from, you know, if eventually if you've taken too many saves, you know, even with 2+, it's going to whittle them down. So, but the blaster and 1 blaster in each of the venoms should help out with that. And I do have a blast pistol on the Cerebite. And I put the Agonizer on there and the Phantasm grenade launchers as well, because if it gets down to it, you know, and if they need to jump out or something, or if I want to put them into close combat or something like that, you know, the Venom goes down. I want them to have some sort of defense. Since I only have 2 troops, I need to kind of, you know, give them some survivability on their own out of the Venom. I'm hoping that I can keep the Venom moving and, you know, keep it out of range, out of threat zone of opponents and stuff, since Dark Eldar normally have a higher threat zone than most other armies. I'm hoping that they shouldn't have to, but just in case. So there's 2 units like that with two units of 5 with a Venom mounted in a Venom each. Alright, and then for fast attack, I'm going to do 3 units of 3 Reavers with an Arena Champ. They will be armed with, now the way I'm going to do it is the Arena Champ, he will be armed with a blaster, the Caltraps, and then he will also have an Agonizer. And the reason I'm going to do that is, for the Reavers, they are going to be kind of like my Hyenas. They're going to be my pick-off squad running around. I imagine most of the time using the Caltraps until the troops, my goal is to get the troops whittled down within 1 or 2 turns, just get them pretty much out of the way. And then the Reavers will have the blaster to help out with armor again. So they're kind of important for helping out, going and taking out the bigger threats armor-wise. And then an Agonizer, just in case they do get in close combat. The Agonizer really will make a difference for them. So I wanted to give them that. Otherwise, I tried it out, and without the Agonizer, I mean, they're pretty worthless in close combat. But with the Agonizer, it does give them a little bit of a chance. So I think it's worth it for me. So 3 units of 3 Reavers, and then last but not least, my heavy supports, and this is really going to be kind of the backbone of the army, is 3. I'm taking 3 Razor Wings, and I am going to give them the Splinter Cannon. Each one of them gets Splinter Cannon, Night Shields, Flicker Field, and then I'm going to have 4 Necrotoxin missiles on one, 4 Shadow Field missiles on another one, and then 4 of the just regular Monoscythe missiles on one. That's the plan right now. I might switch it to 8 Shatterfield and 4 Necros. I'm not sure yet, or I might even do 8 Shatterfields and 4 Monoscythe, just because I know the Necro, they're really good against troops, but really the Shatterfield are pretty much just as good in my eyes, and the thing is, the Shatterfield will, I mean, it can hurt armor too. It's, you know, it's better. It's up to 13 could be glanced by the Shatterfields, so I think that'll be worth it. So that's the list. Now, I'm at total points 1848, and the way I'm going to run this is pretty much, you know, I took Vex. Big reason is I need to go first. I want to go first, and I'm going to call this the list the 1-2 list, because either by first or second turn, I need to pretty much have a definitive if I'm winning or losing. If I'm not doing good within the first or second turn, by getting considerably ahead of my opponent, then I'm pretty much a goner. So pretty much first turn, Razor Wings come out, launch all missiles. First turn, shoot everything. They do have the Dark Lances, which is really good for armor and stuff too later on. That's why I took those instead of the Void Ravens. So because then I'll have 8 or 6 Dark Lances that'll be able to take out the bigger armored things. You know, a big threat to me would be, really, well, Land Raiders are going to be, I think, could be a really big problem. so I want those Dark Lances in there. And then also, you know, first turn I'm going to be unloading a ton of shots. 12 missiles, 6 of the Dark Lances, and Splinter Cannons. If I move 6 inches, I can shoot everything on a Razor Wing, which is, you know, I move 6 inches. If the opponent's you know, far enough on, I should be able to be in range to shoot everything off. And I just make sure that I announce it and you know, announce everything at once and then shoot everything. So I'm taking out, you know, try to take out the bigger units and hopefully take out all the troops. First turn really would be perfect, because I think between that and the Venoms and the Reavers, the anything on foot is going to be in trouble with this list, especially once those. If I can hit with my missiles, I think it's going to hurt. So that's kind of the game plan. That's how I'm going to hopefully, you know, hopefully everything will work out. That's how I'm going to kind of play them. But I would like tips, advice, anything that you guys might think of. You know, just give me a holler or give me a comment or a PM or something. You know, I really appreciate your guys' input on this. So, because you know, I don't have a chance to go out and test it a whole bunch, and being that I don't have all of it done yet, you know, I haven't really gotta play the whole thing out like I'd want to. I've done little test scenarios and stuff like that, but I'd really like to get in a whole bunch of full games and stuff. So, but I'm not sure how much of a chance I'm gonna have. So yeah, just let me know what you think. If you have any questions about it or anything, let me know. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks guys for watching. Sorry for rambling on, but really need some help here. So, alright, thanks guys. Take care.